Hey guys, Ryan Terrill here with UMBC Baseball and here with Figure It Out, putting together some videos. And this one I'd like to call Running Home to First. And part of the reason I'm passionate about base run is I've seen the impact at the youth level, at the high school level, and now collegiately. Any team that's going to be a championship level team is going to have a standard at which they run the bags. And I think nothing shows your character more than maybe how you are on the field and how you approach base running. So this first video we're going to take you through. We're going to run straight through first base. And what I want you to gather from this, guys, is the front edge of that base. We tailor our offense here. We hunt edges. You want to hit the front edge of that base, and I'll tell you why in a second. If we come over here to first base, I can kind of point it out. Now, as you run the bags, guys, the thing you want to do as you get to first base with either foot is you want to hunt this front edge. And the reason is, not just because you're going to get there quicker, but I want to make it a little bigger for the players and coaches. If this is the difference between hitting 350 and 325 in the season, if I'm a player, I'm going to hit this part of the base, okay? If I go here and I hit 325 and I could have come here and hit 350 throughout the course of the season, you better believe I'm going to come here every time. The second reason, guys, if you beat that play out, how does it correlate to your team, okay? Now I'm on first base. I can go first to third on a hit. I may score in a gap. Pitcher's got to throw from the stretch, and our offense becomes a lot more of a high-pressure situation on the defense. So as you run to first base, really take pride in hitting the front edge of the bag, and then we're going to keep a straight line through it. Okay, we've got cones set up here. We're going to keep a straight line through the bag. The reason we do that and we break down is as we look over there for an overthrow, my job now is, hey, if that guy overthrows first base, where do I want to go? I want to slide into second, all right? And if I do a banana route, which I see a lot of youth level, and even some guys at the high school and college, if I'm banana routing this thing and that ball gets by the first baseman, I'm running to second base from here as opposed to right here. And if, simple math equation, which one's closer? So we're finding ways to get to second base, but within that, we're running good home to first. Coaches, if you're out there, it's important to your program, which I think it should be. The way you keep this thing accountable is you time guys early and often. You get their best home to first, and you put it on a stopwatch. And that way, if a guy's a 4-3 runner, and you get into practice and he hits a ground ball to second and sucks his thumb and runs a 4-7, 4-8, you need to stop and hold those guys accountable, because a 4-7 isn't his best effort if he's capable of running a 4-3. And I think it just translates into a little bit of everything you do. As soon as you put the ball in play and it's on the infield, you want to take a straight line to first base, make that 90 feet, not 93 feet. The other thing is, as soon as you're putting the ball into the outfield or lifting a ball past the infield, we want to get out of that box and form our turn around the first base bag. That'll kind of lead into the second part of running first base, where when we get to this bag and we're turning, guys, coaches, make sure we're hitting the inside corner. And a good way to set this up for your team, to give them a visual, is to just simply take a cone and say, guys, on any base hit to center field or right or left field, we're going to get out at least this far. Okay, so ball out of the box, ball's hit up in the air. I'm already out into my turn. I'm going to hit this front edge, and you're going to come around and you're going to get to right here, right? Because there's nobody in left field or center field that can throw you out from that distance. It really continues to put a pressure on the defense. What we don't like to see here is guys Cadillacing base hits, pimping base hits, whatever you want to call it. We want to have a high pressure offense that keeps the defense accountable even as they're fielding the ball. Good example for how running your best home to first time, every day, guys, and on every ball, is the pressure it puts on the defense. They're now forced to be a little bit quicker, make more accurate throws. And I think overall, one thing that can really develop your character within the game, which we're big here, is that ground ball to second base, you can suck your thumb, or you can run your best 90, put a little bit of pressure on the defense, and then kind of keep them on their toes throughout a 7 or 9 inning game at our level. Ryan Terrill, assistant coach at UMBC. That was my last video on the importance of running home to first with purpose, turning first base with a purpose. Make sure you check out my next video, which is going to be primary leads from first base.